So this one goes in and stores in the first part. Oh damn, that stores in the third one. Ah no, so this hasn't worked. Damn it. Oh, and the zero's gone wrong anyway. Oh, that wasn't my fault. Well, it was my fault. I did screw it up, but not in the way I expected to. So, the problem we have... Now, I'd switch to build mode because we're not going to wait for this to finish. For one, we need this to do a left turn. For two, this detector actually activates both of these, and I don't think I can change that. No, I can't. So what we actually need this to do is... Really what we want it to do is when it runs over this... Yeah, because it runs over this and then runs this way, doesn't it? So what we instead need it to do is go round the left-hand side. Is this possible? I don't know. There, and then instead of that there, we're going to have this here, which has conveyor belts in between it, like so. So now what will happen, the block will come in, it will go in, this is still the same input, it will go round the long way, have a detector block here, instead of there. So it's now got a detector block there, come in and go into its storing centre. Then obviously by doing that it's pushed a right hand into it. Damn, no, it hasn't done it right. Because the point is that left hand, that right, that direction, the other direction was then telling the next one to lead on to the next one, rather than what it was meant to do, or not meant to do, but what it was doing. How can I do this then? Unless we have it... delete all this again. Oh my god, loads of this is just going to be so much trial and error. Oh, damn it. Oh, didn't want to do that. So that distance to staying. I'm going to try and save this design, by the way, guys. I'm not giving up on this design. Conveyor belt. And that. And detector. So maybe instead what we'll do is, rather than starting at this first one, can we start at the end one? So we want to set all of these to be left. Or this direction, sorry. And then we need to reset all of these afterwards. Because these are stairs, if you click on the wrong place, you're not deleting the stairs, you're clicking the piston. Which is kind of annoying. But I suppose it's the way the map's built to make it more awkward. I doubt it's to make it more awkward, it's just happened to do that, in my opinion. So we're going to go through it and delete all these up blocks here. And instead, we're going to have up blocks to begin with. No, not up blocks. Straight blocks to begin with. Like so. And on the end here, instead of these conveyor belts, we have an end. So, what we're going to do is it's going to come in all the way to the end, go to the top one, convey this one, or hit this detector, sorry. That isn't going to work. And no, unless we do have an end thing here. Yeah. So what we're going to have is, obviously on the end one, we want an up block, don't we? Let's delete this. And then a detector here, which is just going to then pass it straight on. We'll lose. I feel like that needs to be further that way one. Which is going to be quite a pain in the arse. If it is. Because what the idea was going to be is do that. This will then run over this. Could this work? No, this is mental if this works. So, a conveyor belt like that. So now it's going to run over, hit this, which will send, hang on, that next. So it'll hit both of them, so that here it's going to throw it up, and it's just going to throw it off. So we can't do that. What it needs to do is it needs to send the one before to tell it to go in. So no, this still don't work. It worked. If it didn't have this stupid detector problem, So I need a way of throwing it out. So like to put the detector in a different place, almost. This damn storage thing. So this should have worked. Maybe it needs to be spread out. But if it spreads out more, then it makes the pistons a lot more fucking awkward when it comes to this bit, being able to split them all up. Or does it? Yeah, it does. Oh, no. So we can keep this bit of having these. We might need to push that back one, which is going to make it a bit tight for space. Because what we're going to have to do, by the looks of it, is move all of this lot back one and spread it out a bit. Makes resetting it kind of awkward. That's the problem. How was I resetting these? Using these pistons here. And it's going to make it sort of stretch over so much more distance. Because what we're going to have to do, what I think we're going to have to do, let's take all this out a minute and see if we're right. We're going to have to take all this out as well. And then we just have to rebuild all the reset system and everything in a minute. We still want the same input, so it's going to be that one. And send it that way. No. That one. Send it that one. Like that. Yeah, no, that's fine actually. So now it will send the first one up and put it in there. Brilliant. Perfect. Of course. The next one, the piston's actually going to have to be here. And I needed to move it off one, didn't I? So, input here, this here, this here, this here, this here. You're gonna, piston's gonna end up here, and you're gonna come off one. You're gonna go and just be, yeah, actually we need you to be merged just in case, but with a conveyor belt on the end. This piston is going to be here instead, with a detector next to it, with this same setup. So conveyor belt, conveyor belt. It might, no, it won't work if you flip it. That would just be stupid. Of course it won't work if you flip it, Matt. So yeah, this is where it gets difficult now. This way conveyor belts would be useful if I could sort of set things to a left turn and then a right turn, maybe that would have been better. But oh no, because if I move all that back one or a few, I could integrate it a bit better, maybe. Does that need to be as wide as it is? Could it go back one? Yeah, that could go back two, couldn't it? So we could move these pistons down one. I could connect that in. And then I'd have to connect. Okay. Whoa. Hang on. The output. Let's make sure we can work this out first. So we want that, and then conveyor belt. That's going to have a conveyor belt on it. With that at the end, and a conveyor belt there. So this one we can work out using merge right at the end, and here, sort of like that sort of thing. So that it does that. Yeah, and then that one's going to have another one of them on it. And that there. So now that should, in theory, work. That will store everything as it should, I think. Comes off of there. Yeah, that looks like it stores everything correctly. Now we just have to deal with the problem of rebuilding our entire system from then onwards. So the first thing it's going to do is test, is it 0? If it's 0, I can't even remember what the requirement was. When it's 0, we're going to output the 0 and then output all the numbers received since. So if it's 0, we'll do that, and we need to reset all of these. So we're going to have a piston here, 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 and here, with detectors next to each of them, and a conveyor belt between each of them as well. But we'll put the conveyor belts in second, and conveyor belt, conveyor belt, conveyor belt, conveyor belt. No, don't do a right turn there. Keep going up with your conveyor belts. And do a right turn here instead. And conveyor belt that. Ignore this for the minute. Conveyor belt, conveyor belt. Conveyor belt, conveyor belt, conveyor belt, conveyor belt. And left turn here. So now, if it isn't a 0, it's going to come this way round. We need to connect this up actually. No, don't just left turn. Just keep left turning, guys. Don't worry about that. With a left turn on there, and not there. There. So if it's 0, it goes around there and resets everything. If it's not 0, it goes around and goes into the storage system. Not 0. 0 does go around there and should move everything, then head off to go and reset everything. Right. I think this works. I thought the last one worked. Right. Not 0. Brilliant. I fucked up already. Right turn. Switch to test mode again. So not 0 goes into a storage block. Not 0 again. Once again goes into our storage block. This one's a 0 now. This goes through, resets all of them as before. 0 comes around, resets everything. Oh no, sorry, does all that. Moves them all, resets them, and then sends them into the output. Now we're going to go again. So not 0 into the storage. Not 0 again into the storage. Not 0 again. Goes into the storage. The not 0 again goes into the next storage. One more not 0. It did say we could only have 5. I hope that's true. I'm no way making this into a 6. Ah, there's the 0. Thank God for that. So let's see if this works with a full storage block. We send the 0 round, move all the others off onto it behind it, and yeah, we bring them all out and round out the output. I was making us do it again. Wants us to do it 3 times. Please don't do another full storage block. Oh no, just 2 this time. With a 0 here, resetting each of the blocks. I think. It doesn't reset the end one. It does. Does it need to reset the end one? Does the end one even need a thing on it to check? No. For each 0, output all numbers received since the start of the puzzle or since the last 0 in reverse order. Discard the 0. You will get up to 5 numbers. Okay, so this one is very similar to the last one, just that we can just disregard even needing the end one. And I didn't even realise I haven't even put a detector here. That needs a detector. So we need to send them out this time in reverse order and get rid of the 0. Easy enough to do. All we want to do is put a conveyor belt here, and then these we just need to reverse them. And give me a second. Like that. And then, to be honest, the 0 we can just ignore. So we don't even need any of this path all the way around now. We can just get rid of all this. We don't need to, we could have left it, but get rid of it all. And now everything should go around perfect, resetting everything as well. Let's see. So switch to test mode, we've got non-0 coming out, going into the storage block. Another non-0 coming out, that also is going into the second storage slot. A 0 coming around now, resets all of these. So resets all the storage tests and sends these out in reverse order. Here we go again, we're going to have another one coming out, I assume. Yeah, we've got a non-0 coming out, going into the storage. Another non-0 coming out, going into the storage once again. Another 0. I imagine this is going to be all 5s. This is going to fill up our storage just to test that it can actually hold all 5 numbers, which we tested last time and it worked fine. And yeah, we send that one all the way to the end. And here comes the 0 to come out, reset everything, and just do that and send them all out once again in reverse order. And it's going to make us do it one more time because it likes 3s, this thing. I don't know why, it just seems to like 3s. And there's the 0 coming out, and this is going to reset all of these. I'm glad you don't have to do the 0 first. I mean, doing the 0 last would be easy enough. We just do a right turn instead of, and just sort of stick it on the end. But yeah, Small and big